What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 8 of our Pokemon Emerald Seaglass walkthrough. In the previous video, we explored Morville City. We also challenged our rivals Trainer May and Wally for a rematch battle. And we ended things off challenging Gym Leader Watson for the next gym badge, which we won. So the last episode was absolutely jam-packed with battles. If you missed that, definitely go back and give it a watch. But in today's video, we're going to keep exploring the routes around Morville City. We did find a daycare center here just to the west of Morville. So if you do want to leave any Pokemon there to slowly get trained up and leveled up, it's a good idea. But let's see what other adventures await. We're going to keep exploring this route. There's a whole bunch of trainers to battle here, so we're just trying to work through every single trainer. At least our team is getting a whole bunch of experience. I am skipping all of these battles to save you guys time. I'll leave the regular battles for you guys to battle through. I have decided to try and make our videos a little bit shorter. And wow, we've just come across a wild Elekid, which is actually a Pokemon that I've been looking for. I'm definitely going to try and catch this one. Hopefully we can add it to the team. We throw out a great ball and gotcha! Elekid was caught. So that's awesome news. We've got a brand new addition that we can add to our team. And we also just picked up a revive, which is going to be useful. And now we've just encountered a Volbeat in the same little grass patch, so we might as well try and catch it too if we don't knock it out. And yes, our attack left it with a tiny bit of HP, so we might as well add it to the collection. We haven't caught this Pokemon yet. But like I was saying before we encountered these Pokemon, I am trying to make the videos a little bit shorter now. I would like to keep the videos between 10 and 15 minutes if possible, just to keep things a bit shorter, and it's easier for you guys to watch then, so it's a win-win. And now we've just encountered Illumise, which is the other little bee beetle Pokemon. We just caught the other one, so we might as well catch both of them now. We throw out another great ball, and booyah, we got it! Illumise has been added to the collection. I definitely want to add that Elekid to our party and level it up a bit. But now we are near the end of the route, it seems. There's a little item for us to pick up here. You just have to go behind the fence and you can pick up a great ball, and hidden is a repel. So 2 useful items. But now it looks like we have almost made it to the next city. So let's see what all is in store in Verdant Turf Town. I remember in the previous video when we battled Wally, he said that we should catch up with them in Verdant Turf Town. So I think they live here. We'll see if we can find Wally here and see what other adventures there are. Hopefully there's another gym to take on. That would be really awesome. And here in the Pokemon Center, someone offers to teach us Fury Cutter. There are a whole bunch of NPCs in the game that offer to teach you random moves. In Morville City, I think someone offered to teach our Pokemon rollouts, which was quite cool. But now we're going to stock up on a couple items. We did use some of our great balls, so we're going to get a few more of those. And I think we need a whole bunch of repels so we don't waste too much time. I did see this fluffy tail item and I wasn't sure what it was used for, but I don't think we really need it, to be honest. So we're going to chat to everyone else here in the Pokemart and then keep exploring Verdant Turf Town. I want to explore every single building and chat to every person. It doesn't look like it's a very big town at all. This NPC has just given us 3 more wishing stars, which is going to be super useful if we go back to that wishing well. We can get a whole bunch more random Pokemon from that well. We'll definitely make our way back to that city at some stage, possibly when we get Fly, because that will be super quick and easy then. But we are going to keep exploring Verdant Turf, and it looked like there was a cave just to the north of Verdant Turf, so we might go and explore that too. But let's just chat to everyone in the houses here and see what we can find. some of our Pokemon are leveling up really nicely. And in the previous battle, we won pretty comfortably. So I don't think we have to do any crazy training just yet. But we'll definitely do training along the way, all the trainers that we come across. But that seems like it's everything. There's just this last little building, and it looks like it's a contest area. So we're going to come and chat to everyone in here. I think you need some Pokeblocks item in order to do it, in order to participate. But we'll chat to everyone and see what this place is, if it's like a competition area or what it is. It seems like there's a lot of characters in here, so it looks like whatever it is, it's quite popular. I do love Pokemon battles. We just have to try and figure out what all the rules are and what's all involved. So it looks like we need this Pokeblock item, and then we can blend berries and stuff. I don't know if that's needed in order to compete. I think for now we should just explore and see what's happening in the back. It looks like there's a little arena here with a whole bunch of contestants or fans. So we're just gonna chat to everyone in here, or chat to a few people, and then we'll come back. I don't want to compete in this contest just yet. And this room is massive. It looks like there's 3 big arenas with tons of people about. So it definitely is a popular contest. But let's keep exploring. Let's see what's in this cave. And it's called Verdant Turf Town. So we've just found the item Metal Coat, which is an awesome item. It evolves some Pokemon like Scyther into Scizor and Onyx into Steelix. So if you want a Steel-type Pokemon, that might be the item that you've been waiting for. And we've come out into a new little area where we've picked up an HP up. And there's a man missing his glasses there, so you can help him by using your item finder and pick up the glasses and get a little reward from him. But back into the cave, it looks like there are 2 rocks blocking a path. And there's a couple here, or friends, and they can't get to each other because of the rocks blocking their way. And we just broke the rock and helped them, and he's given us HMO 4 as a reward. So we've just picked up HMO 4 Strength. I think that's probably the next HM we will be able to use outside of battle when we take on the next gym leader. But now that we have cleared the path, we can continue on, and we come out on Route 116. So that's pretty interesting. It's like a nice little shortcut. This is the same area where we have been before. So we're going to make our way back to Verdant Turf, and I think we've got to go all the way back to Morville City and then head up north. We haven't finished exploring that route. We just took on a couple trainers on the way there. In Morville, there was also this little house as you enter the city where a woman is looking for a harbor mail. So I just want to go pick up that harbor mail, and we can give it to her and see what item we get as a reward. I don't want to continue on too much before we forget about it. And you can get the harbor mail here from the Pokemart at Slateport, so it's not very far at all. If you go right to the bottom of the items, it's right there, harbor mail. So we bought that, and we're going to make our way back up to Morville and see if we get a decent reward. Hopefully it's something worthwhile at least, or a cool TM. But we used a couple repels just so that we don't encounter a whole bunch of Pokemon running through here. But a lot of people are calling us. We've registered a lot of people on our phone. We've made it back to the house, and we've given the girl harbor mail, and she rewards us with a coin case. So that's exactly what we need, because there's one building left in Morville City that we haven't explored, and that's the game corner. So we're going to go in the game corner now and see what games there are to play. There are 3 or 4 different games, I believe, and you can earn a whole bunch of coins, and you can exchange those coins for some prizes. But in order to play and earn coins, you do need the coin case. So at least now you guys know how to do that. But let's give some of these games a go and see what some of the prizes are. This should be quite fun. It's nice to swap things up a little bit and have a little break from the main storyline. After chatting to everyone, we can give these games a go. It looks like there's some slot machines here. And on the right, there's some other card games or something. And I also saw someone talk about pinball. So there might be 1 or 2 pinball games. But we'll give a few of them a try and see if we get lucky. So the first thing we're playing is Diglett Pinball, where you have to try and hit all the Diglets with the Pokeball. And if you do clear them all out, you'll obviously get a whole bunch of points. But we did fail on the Diglett Pinball, but we'll try it again. It's a bit tougher than you think. It looks like, oh, it's going to be a breeze, but it's pretty tricky because the ball bounces back really fast every single time it hits a Diglett. But it was a bit of fun. Let's try something else now. Just opposite, we've got these like 3 in a row machines. So you've got to spin the dial and try see if you get 3 in a row. And we did. We got 3 little lightning Pikachus. So I think we actually got quite a bit there, surprisingly, on our first ever go. But we'll try spin it a few more times and see. Oh, we were just 1 off there with the replays. But I suppose replay isn't that good of a win. You want to try get all the 7s, I guess. And then again, we just came 1 off from the replays. But it is quite fun. It does tell you your credit there. So 16 is our credit. That wasn't as fun as the pinball, to be honest. But let's try one of these other games. Okay, here we have like a roulette kind of thing where you have to choose a Pokemon and a color, and we'll spin the ball and see where it lands on. So we have chosen the yellow Makuhita. We weren't lucky, but you can try over and over again and you can kind of try and guess where it might end. So it's quite tricky, but we'll give it 2 or 3 goes just to see what it's like. And if we get lucky, oh yes, we just got it. We got it right. So we hit a jackpot and we won about 10 credits. So that was pretty lucky. That was fun. Now let's have a look at the prizes. So you can get some amazing TMs here, which I think is definitely worthwhile. And then you can get some Pokemon dolls to decorate your little tree house. But that's it for the Game Corner. You can definitely spend quite a bit of time here. I think that TMs might be worthwhile. So definitely check that out. But that's all it's going to be. Thanks for watching.